If your eyes are seeing this right now, understand something beyond your comprehension. This moment has been divinely scheduled. This is not a coincidence, not a glitch in the algorithm, not just another scroll through content. No, this is a sacred summons. Heaven has intercepted your timeline and called your spirit into alignment. What you are hearing is not entertainment. It is revelation. It is a whisper from the throne, a trumpet blast in the spirit, a warning, an invitation, and a call to awakening all at once. You were not led here by accident. Whether you clicked with intention or paused without knowing why, the truth remains. The hand of God has reached into your day, your life, your soul, and said, "This one now." There is a shaking happening in the unseen realm. A divine wave has already begun to rise. The atmosphere is charged with something eternal. You may not have been able to explain it, but you felt it. The heaviness that comes and goes, the inner restlessness, the spiritual unease despite outward stability. You've noticed people changing patterns, shifting, and your own spirit whispering for silence, solitude, and separation. These are not random emotions. These are alarms, spiritual contractions, holy tremors. The living God is realigning His creation not just on a global scale, but in the most personal corners of your life. He is reaching for your heart, your alignment, your identity, your calling. Heaven is urging you. Now protect your spirit, guard your peace, anchor your soul. The shift that is coming will intensify, and only those spiritually awake, alert, and anchored will endure. This is not the hour to sleep, to delay, to wait for one more sign. This is the sign. There will be no more confirmation than this sacred moment. When the shaking begins, it will not be those who are popular or loud that stand. It will be the spiritually prepared, the inwardly fortified, those who walk with heaven even when the world mocks them. God is drawing a clear and holy line between those who play with their calling and those who walk in it with trembling obedience. You were not made to blend in. You were not created to be silent. You have been chosen to carry fire, to shine light, to speak truth when deception grows louder, to be the voice that reminds others of eternity when the world forgets. And yes, the reason the battle has been heavier, the isolation deeper, and the confusion stronger is because you are now seen by heaven. You have caught God's eye. Your name is known in the realm of the Spirit. You have become a marked one. Before we go deeper, do something not just symbolic but spiritual. Type the number 999 in the comments. This is not a gimmick. It is a prophetic act. Heaven operates through signs, numbers, and timing. The number 999 represents divine completion and spiritual awakening. It is a seal of ending and beginning of death to delay and birth to destiny. When you type it, you're not merely participating. You are prophesying. You are declaring in faith, God, I see you, I hear you, I am awake, I am ready. Let your fingers become instruments of declaration. Let the spirit realm take note. You are aligning with heaven not in secret but in boldness. And let me pause to say this to those who have sown into this message through super thanks. Your obedience and generosity do not go unnoticed. You are not giving to a screen, you are planting seeds into divine soil. Your gift multiplies the reach of this word, awakening more spirits around the world. And to those who give nothing, hear this with love. You are still welcome, still seen, still deeply loved. Your presence is not casual, it is sacred. Your attention is a gift. So I plead with you, stay to the end, not for me, but for what heaven is about to reveal to you. There are instructions embedded in the words that follow, guidance that can shift your life permanently. Don't let fear scroll you away. Don't let doubt convince you. This doesn't matter. What's ahead of you requires clarity. And clarity only comes when you stay still long enough to hear the voice of God thunder through the whisper. There is a wave rising, not just a shift, not just a moment, but a total recalibration. The final alignment before manifestation. A holy flood is coming to wash away the false, the corrupt, the compromised, and raise up the true, the clean, the consecrated. The earth itself is groaning, and those with spiritual ears can feel it. God is preparing His people. But the question is, are you spiritually armored? Are your roots deep enough to withstand what's about to be unleashed? Because what's coming will not wait for you to be ready. It will not stop for you to catch up. It will move with the momentum of heaven, and only those who are planted will remain. Remember Noah. He was mocked until the rain came, and then he became the only one who was prepared. What if your obedience right now is your ark? What if the isolation you've been enduring is not abandonment but preparation? Consider Oprah, a woman who endured trauma, rejection, and pain, yet clung to spiritual truth. Her success was not built in the spotlight. It was born in the shadows. God always prepares in silence before revealing in public. Think of Nelson Mandela. Imprisoned for decades, the world saw confinement. God saw consecration. When the time was right, Mandela wasn't just released, he was exalted. The delays in your life are not setbacks. They are setups. What man calls punishment, God calls preparation. The enemy will not attack you with fire. He will attack you with delay, distraction, and doubt. That's why God is calling you to armor up, to tune your spirit, to cancel the noise, to fast, to pray, to wake up. Because if you are not ready when the reset hits, you will be overwhelmed by what you were warned about but did not prepare for. Spiritual preparation is not fear, it is wisdom. Think of Malala, targeted at a young age, shot by enemies of truth, yet her voice only grew louder. Because when God seals your purpose in heaven, no man can silence it on earth. If you felt attacked lately, it may be the clearest confirmation that your voice matters more than you know. The divine reset will not wait for your convenience. It is already in motion. The shaking will come, the sifting will happen, but only the rooted will remain, only the ready will rise. This is your window of preparation, your final instruction season. What you do now determines who you will become after the shift. You are not chosen for perfection. You are chosen for obedience. You are not marked because of your gifts. You're marked because of your yes. To be chosen by God means your path will not be easy. In fact, it may be harder than most. The battles may be deeper, the silence longer, the trials fiercer. Because those who carry the weight of divine assignment often walk through fire before they carry the crown. You were never called to blend in. You were never created to merely exist. You were born for such a time as this. So rise, wake up. Prepare, consecrate yourself. Because what is coming will separate the spectators from the soldiers. And you chosen one were not called to watch from the sidelines, you were called to lead the charge. And now, if your heart is still beating with this word, if your soul is stirred, if your eyes are tearing or your spirit is trembling, then let this be the final confirmation you needed. This was not a video, this was heaven speaking directly to you. The divine reset has already begun, and it will not slow down or wait for anyone. There is a shifting happening, not just in the physical realm, but in the spiritual realm where the eternal battles are taking place. And you, chosen one, are at the very center of this cosmic moment. You are not a bystander. You are being called into action to stand in the gap, to speak when others are silent, to move when others hesitate. This is not a season for hesitation or doubt. This is a season for boldness, for walking in the authority that has been placed upon you from before the foundations of the earth. You may have felt overwhelmed by the weight of everything happening around you, the uncertainty, the chaos, the distractions that pull at your attention. But hear this. Every pressure you felt is a sign of divine transformation. The pressure is not meant to crush you, but to form you into the vessel you were always meant to be. Just as diamonds are formed under intense heat and pressure, so too is your destiny being forged in this moment. Your spirit is being refined, purified, and prepared for what lies ahead. Do not think that what you've endured has been for nothing. The tears you've shed, the sacrifices you've made, the pain you've endured, all of it has been necessary to position you for this season of elevation. God has been preparing you for a purpose far greater than you could have ever imagined. It is in the quiet moments, the moments of stillness and isolation, that He has been drawing you closer, teaching you to rely solely on His strength and wisdom. Now the moment is upon you. The shift is real, and it is about to intensify. You may feel the weight of the unknown, but you must trust that you are not stepping into the unknown alone. God has already gone before you. His hand is on your life. His Spirit is within you. You are not walking into this storm alone. He will not leave you or forsake you. His promises are sure, and His timing is perfect. This is your time to rise, to step fully into the calling that has been placed on your life. The battles you faced were not to break you, but to equip you. The delays you've encountered were not setbacks, but divine setups. You were being prepared for a season of fruitfulness, of influence, and of impact. The world may be in turmoil, but you, chosen one, are being positioned to be a light in the darkness, a beacon of hope to those who are lost, a voice for truth in a world that desperately needs it. You will be a witness to the power of God as He moves in ways you never thought possible. Miracles will unfold before your eyes. Doors will open that no one could have predicted. And as you walk in obedience to His will, you will see the impossible become possible. The dead things come to life, and the dreams that seemed lost finally be resurrected. But understand this. This is not the time to shrink back. This is not the time to second-guess yourself or your calling. The time for hesitation has passed. You must step forward with confidence, with faith that moves mountains. The enemy will try to distract you, to discourage you, to tell you that you are not enough or that you are too late. But God has already prepared the way. He has already spoken His word over your life. He has already equipped you with everything you need to fulfill the destiny He has for you. So stand firm, stand tall, stand in the full armor of God, and let nothing move you. When the storm rages, you will be unmoved. When the winds howl, you will be steadfast. Because you are not standing in your own strength, you are standing in the power of the Almighty God who holds the world in His hands. And as you move forward, know this: you are not alone. You are part of a divine army, a people who have been called, chosen, and set apart for such a time as this. You are a part of something far greater than you can see, a heavenly army that is marching forward in victory. The battle has already been won, and you are walking in the victory that Jesus secured on the cross. Your obedience, your faith, and your trust in God will unlock doors that no one can shut. You are part of a divine revolution, a movement of heaven on earth that will shake the foundations of the world and change the course of history. The days of wandering are over. The days of uncertainty are behind you. You have been chosen for such a time as this. Now, I urge you to go forward with boldness, with courage, and with unwavering faith. Know that your steps are ordered by God. The path ahead may not always be easy, but it is always certain He will guide you. He will provide for you, and He will protect you. You have nothing to fear, for the Creator of the universe is by your side. Before we conclude, I want to remind you once again, this is not a coincidence. This moment, this message, this calling. It is all part of God's perfect plan for your life. You have been awakened, and with that awakening comes responsibility. The shift has already started, and you have been chosen to be a part of it. So rise up, chosen. One step into your destiny. Walk with confidence in the calling God has placed on your life. And as you do remember this, heaven has your back. As the days unfold and the moments pass, remember this. The path you walk is not ordinary. It is marked by divine purpose and unparalleled potential. You are not simply moving through the time, you are moving in God's perfect will. Every step you take is ordered, every breath you draw is an echo of heaven's decree. This is no small calling. The weight of it may sometimes feel heavy, but it is the weight of glory. It is the weight of destiny unfolding, and you chosen one were created to carry it. In this season, you will be faced with choices, some seemingly simple and others immensely difficult. But I urge you, do not be swayed by the voices of doubt or the opinions of those who cannot see what God has shown you. The road ahead may be narrow, and the resistance may seem overwhelming. But remember that you are never walking it alone. God's presence is with you, guiding you, strengthening you, and equipping you for what lies ahead. The enemy will try to place obstacles in your way, distractions, confusion lies, but God has already given you the authority to overcome them. Stand firm in your faith. Guard your heart and mind against the schemes of the enemy. The closer you get to fulfilling your calling, the more intense the opposition may become. But do not fear. Every attack is a simple confirmation that you are on the right path. Every obstacle is an opportunity for God's power to be displayed in your life. You are anointed to break barriers. You are chosen to defy the odds. You are called to lead when others hesitate. The greater the calling, the greater the opposition, but the greater the victory as well. So don't shrink back in fear. Don't allow the challenges of the moment to overshadow the glory that is ahead of you. God has already declared that you are more than a conqueror. Your destiny is sealed in heaven, and no weapon formed against you shall prosper. As you continue to walk this journey, understand that there will be moments when you feel uncertain. Times when you question whether you're truly hearing God's voice, when you doubt your worthiness, or when you face what seems like an insurmountable mountain. In those moments, remember this: your strength does not come from your own abilities, but from the limitless power of the Almighty. Lean into Him, trust in His wisdom, draw close to His presence, and you will find the peace and clarity you need to move forward. You are not called to walk in fear or confusion. You're called to walk in the confidence of knowing that the one who created the universe is by your side. He has already made a way where there seems to be no way. He has already gone ahead of you and prepared the path. All He asks is that you walk in obedience, that you trust Him even when you cannot see the full picture, and that you remain steadfast in your faith. This is your season of breakthrough. This is your time of divine realignment. Everything that has been out of place in your life is about to fall into order. You are being positioned for the greatest victory of your life. And as you walk in obedience, you will not only experience personal transformation, but you will also become a vessel of transformation for others. The light that shines in you will be a beacon to those around you, and your testimony will draw others into the kingdom of God. So rise up, chosen. One, embrace this moment. Let the fullness of God's plan for your life unfold before you. You are part of something far greater than you could ever imagine. The destiny that awaits you is a divine masterpiece, and you were chosen to walk it. The world needs you, the kingdom needs you, and most importantly, God has chosen you for such a time as this. As we close, I want to leave you with this final reminder. Do not fear the future. Do not fear the unknown. God is with you. He is for you, and He will never leave you or forsake you. The promises He has spoken over your life will come to pass. The shift is here. The time is now. So if your spirit is stirred, if you feel the call deep within your soul, I ask you to do one final thing. Like, share, and subscribe. Let others know that they too are chosen for this divine moment. Let your voice join in the chorus of those who are waking up to their purpose, stepping into their calling, and embracing their destiny. Know that you are loved, you are seen, and you are called. Heaven has prepared you for this. Now is your time to rise and shine. Remember, the journey is not easy, but it is worth it. The road is narrow, but it leads to eternity. And with every step you take, you walk closer to the fullness of God's plan for your life. Stay strong, stay faithful, and stay focused. Your best days are ahead of you. God bless you, chosen one. Until next time, remember, heaven is with you, and so are we. Like, share, and subscribe if you feel the stirring of the Spirit in your soul. You are not alone. You are loved. Blessings, chosen one.